Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Has Sonic's Powers, and yeah guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now before continuing this, I would like to congratulate you guys and myself for making this community grow up to 8,000 subscribers. It means a lot to me and it's kind of a big achievement for me as well. And I'm really thankful and grateful for where I am at because it's because of you guys and your support. That's all I want to say. And yeah, I got a lot of ideas from you guys as well. I mean, literally, I can, if I start now, I can make it up to like what, 3 to 4 months to complete all those ideas. I mean, I really appreciate that, but please, I need some time to make those ideas. That's what all I'm asking. Other than that, I really liked your ideas, all of them. They're mind-blowing and yeah, really great. And today's shout out go to Naruto Uzumaki. Other than that, if you like this channel, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, without further ado, let's begin with our story. Our story begins with Sonic, as we see him bruised and running away from Eggman. Eggman has taken over his world. Every human lay dead. His friends, Mike, and all those he loved were gone. It was dark, as Sonic was also losing his willpower to live on. I have to get out of here. He looked into his pouch to see that it was almost empty. Only one ring left that could open a portal to an unknown location where he could get away from Eggman once and for all. As Sonic grabbed that ring and dashed, ran as fast as he could, leaving a trail of blue behind. As Eggman finally caught up to him. I have you now, Sonic. You'll be going back to that table and I'll be opening you up, just like it did to all of your friends. You're evil, Eggman. I thought that at first you just wanted to capture me and do some tests, but this, you eradicated your own kind. You killed all of them, and for that I can never forgive you. And I promise you this much, you will never have my power. You get it? As Sonic threw the ring at high speed, as a portal opened for only 10 seconds at faraway place. As Sonic dashed, charging up all his power inside of his body as he could, as he dashed towards that ring, and in the last second he made it. Crossed through the other dimension before the ring closed. No! I almost had him! There is no way now. How can I get close to him? I have to decipher how to open a portal and where he is. But if he went to another dimension, how many dimensions are there? Dang it! Eggman said as he started to fall back to his lair. On the other side, we go towards Sonic as we see him opening his eyes inside a new dimension. Where am I? What is this place? As he heard a mighty roar and people screaming everywhere. I have to check it out. Someone might need help. Sonic said, albeit being him injured, he wanted to help people. He didn't want to face the same fate that their people has faced, thanks to Eggman. As Sonic dashed towards the place where he heard screams from, and saw a child laying there, an infant baby. What is the kid doing there? As suddenly, he saw that a blonde-haired man was about to do something. Is that man hurting that child? Oh no, that fox is going to kill that child. Sonic dashed forward in front of the child as Minato was about to use the 8 trigram seal. As Sonic was the one who was sealed inside Naruto, but something went wrong with the seal as he and Kushina was impaled, and after extracting his nail from the QB, started to march away, happy that it finally got free. It dashed far away. The QB was gone. As Minato and Kushina laid there, suddenly Tsunade of Senju, one of the Sanin, who was Kushina's master, arrived. Sensei, Kushina, Minato, hold on, I will heal you. She activated her seal on her forehead as markings appeared on her body, and she emitted that chakra through her hands into both Minato and Kushina, her seal healing both of them. Their organs were regenerated from scratch as the hole started to heal itself. After 5 minutes of doing this, the hole was sealed. As they looked at the baby Naruto, my son, Tsunade, I have I have little chakra. As an old man appeared, I have got him. He's with me. Thanks, GD, said Tsunade. I mean, Kushina, as Tsunade then said. Right on time, Sensei. Right on time. How is Takaki? Said Tsunade. He's doing fine. But Kushina, Minato, something's different about him. What? What did he do? His hair. I saw him. Once he arrived here, it was blonde, just like you, Minato. But now, it's blue. What? Both Minato and Kushina said, something must have gone wrong with the ceiling. I saw a blue blur passing by and grabbing baby Naruto from the the altar. Then what happened? Kushina asked, is he okay? Calm down, Kushina. You too, Minato, says Tsunade. We'll look into it later on, Sensei. But please, as for now, we all need some rest. I'm afraid I have to go to the council chamber, said Minato. You rest, Minato. I'll go, said Hiruzen. Here's his son. As Minato looked up at his son, he still had the 3 whisker marks and the blue eyes that he had once at the time he was born 3 hours ago. As Kushina and Minato smiled, seeing that their family was okay and alive. Thank you, Tsunade. It's because if you were alive, if you weren't in that village at the time, we would have died. Nothing to worry about, Kaki. After all, you requested that I would be there and help Iwaku-sama. It's only sad that she's gone now. Yes. We'll hold a funeral for those all who have fallen today. As we see Hiruzen on the other side who has disappeared after giving Naruto back to his family and arriving in the council chamber. So, it appears the 4th Hokage is dead, said Danzo as he entered. What? How are you so sure, Danzo? Well, I saw that he and his wife Kushina was impaled, and the child was made Jinchuriki. But if he was about to be made Jinchuriki, then how come the QB ran away free? Thus the sealing failed? Yes. Something happened during the sealing process. We do not know of that, but the QB is out there. But we have to take it down. What if it comes back? Are you out of your mind? If the QB is dragged back here, Konoha will eradicate once and for all. Are you sure you want that? Said Hiruzen, looking towards a civilian who was shook. But Hokage-sama, you and the clan heads are the strongest shinobis. Then if you're not going to do, then who will? As many civilians said this. Yeah, he's right. If you won't protect us, then who will? As Hiruzen then said, what do you mean? Don't you think we're scared? He's the mighty Nine-Tails Biju, you goddamn idiots. With a swish of his tail, he can destroy mountains. Even if we are strong shinobis, we're not Hashirama Senju, who had the wood release to hold the Biju in one place. As the silence fell upon everyone, we cannot stop it. What do you think we tried to do? We tried and failed. Minato and Kushina almost got themselves killed. But they're alive thanks to Tsunade being here. Then what about the kid? It's all his fault that he wasn't able to seal the Biju in him. Are you out of your fucking mind? Said Hiyashi Yuga, finally hearing enough. How can you blame a kid for all this destruction? Someone is behind this, and we will find it, who it is. Many of us lost many shinobis. You're not the only one. And don't for a second blame an infant child for something that is beyond his control. He was just born today, and you go and place all your blame on him. Hokage-sama, I, Hiyashi Yuga, would resign from this council if these bastards are allowed to be executed or banished from this village. They do not deserve to be here, said Hiyashi with great anger in his eyes. He and Minato were close friends, and many times Minato saved his life, and one time his pregnant wife's life as well. He'll be damned if he didn't return the favor now. As Fugaku stood up, yes, I believe someone was behind this. I saw a Sharingan, and before any of you put the blame on us, it was Madara Uchiha's Sharingan. What? How can you be so sure? Said Koharu. I mean, really, are you kidding me? I'm an Uchiha. I'm an Uchiha clan head, and everything that happens and occurs within our clan, even from a child who has unlocked his Sharingan, is noted down in the records. And from the record that we have at our hand, I looked at it before coming here. That was the Sharingan of Madara Uchiha, no doubt. Then Is Madra alive? Possibly. He is out there. It is said that he had achieved the eyes of the sage as well. As everyone's eyes widened, you mean the legendary Rinnegan? Said Tizumi. Are you kidding me? We have the god of war, Madara Uchiha, roaming around, possibly immortal out there. He almost destroyed the village second time. If he's out there, we're done for. Without Hashirama-sama, we can do nothing. No, we will. All we can do is prepare for the worst and train our shinobis next generation harder than us. Train them to become strong and protect themselves at least. And what if that isn't enough? Then we go all out with a bang. Take him down with us, so that the next generation don't have to face it, or him. As the civilians were about to protest, as Hiruzen said, "You are all hereby dismissed. We are not in need of you. But second Hokage instated us, and I, the third Hokage, remove you. It was a mistake on my sensei's part. I can see it now. You all blamed the infant kid for a mistake that was occurred by our Hokage during the sealing process at the time of a battle while he was being impaled by the said Biju. Curse you and shame on you. He should have let you all die that day. He shouldn't have protected your village if you blame his son like that without a second thought." The civilians were shaken to their core. Their power was stripped off, not because they blamed their Kage. "We will go to Daimyo. We will have you removed, Hokage. We have heard enough. Execute them all." As without a second thought, Anbu came and executed every civilian council member. "Hiruzen, do you think it was wise?" "Shut up, Koharu." Koharu was frozen as Hiruzen's cold eyes glared at her. "It all because of you three that I listened to instate them back after the second Great Shinobi War. And this is how they repay us, by claiming that the hero of our child is to be blamed. Do you think if Minato finds this out, he will stay in this village?" "We will make him," said Hamura. What was I thinking? All I see is fools. Fools hungry by power and nothing else. You want to rule this world, right, Danzo? Yes, possibly given a chance. Why won't I? I have the strongest village in my hand. What if the shinobi of this village don't want to? What if they leave this village, tell the secret of this village to other villages by joining them? What do you think will happen, Danzo? You will be fucked. Not majorly, but godly levelly fucked. Do you want that? No. I can't hear you, you motherfucker. Speak loudly when I'm talking to you, said Hiruzen. The clan heads were surprised. They had never heard Hiruzen curse inside the council chamber, but he looked pissed, beyond pissed. And Danzo knew that pushing wrong buttons at the time will surely get him killed. And they do puppets of his as well. You are dismissed as well. We do not need your corruption here. Get your loot and get your asses out of my village. If you're seen even a mile within a radius of our walls, you will be executed without question. Hi, it will be done, said Danzo as he left. And so did Koharu and Hamura. They were going to plan to kill Hiruzen and regain control back on Konoha. But Hiruzen knew about this. Called the populace of Konoha. I will reveal the traitors to them. But Hokage-sama, isn't that... It's a fair game in politics. They want to dirty and sully my name, I'm sure of it. And before doing that, I will sully their name. Even if I'm dead and their mission is successful, they will still lose in the end. Because the people will not trust them and will leave. What will they rule over? Bunch of rubbles and stones and leaves? Let them do what they want then. Hi, it will be done, as Anbu left. As after half an hour the whole village was gathered there, still sorrowful, as Danzo, Hamura and Koharu has already left the village. People of Konoha, today I present to you that the whole civilian council members, he said the names of them that I'm not going to say, are traitors. They are corrupted and was using your money for their own gains, buying properties and selling the village secrets to other villages. As the civilian populace got enraged, and they might have possibly been the one who sold the information about where the QB was sealed within the village to one of those outsiders, and were the cause of this destruction. Alongside them, Danzo, Shimura, Koharu, and Hamura, the elders, were also involved, and they have been banished. We will kill them! Where are they? Hokage-sama, you can't let them walk free. They deserve death penalty. I know, my people, they do. But for now, I have banished them. In the near future, I say that they will wage war against us. When that happens, we will face them as one and show them what the will of fire is. As everyone cheered and had their morale boosted and lifted up. As the people of Konoha went away, happy and determined. On the other side, one root agent left. After half an hour, in a new hideout, near the land of fire and away from Konoha's territory. Damn it! Damn that bastard old fool! Danzo growled in anger and frustration. He played us! He played us all along. And it's thanks to you two fucking assholes! What do you mean, Danzo? We followed every command. You promised us riches and look what we got. Nothing but brainless drones following your commands, not even us. Should have killed you both. No, I will not make the same mistake. Kill them. Danzo, you can't do this to us, Koharu said. We helped you reach this level. You can't erase us. I can, and I will, Danzo said, for slitting their throats open in front of his eyes. Get this garbage out of the base and dispose of it. It reeks here, Danzo said, as he had a long planning to do what to do. Time skip. 8 years later, as we see Naruto returning one day from academy. As he got home and put his bag on the table and his shoe was on the doorway. Tadaima, Okairi, said his Kasan, who was at home. Nay, Kasan. What do you think that what will happen after I graduate from the academy and become a Garin? Who will be on my team? I do not know that, Naruto. Why do you ask? I'm just excited. Really, Naruto? You're just a hyperactive brat. I can't satisfy you, can I? With just treating you to ramen and having you play with your friends at the playground, right? Oh, come on, Ma. I just want to go outside and venture the world and have some awesome missions. What happened during these 8 years was that slowly and surely, Sonic and Naruto was merging together, becoming a whole one person, and that is why some of Sonic's quirks were inside Naruto, being hyperactive and getting bored way too easily. And he was kind and quite protective of his friends for some reason. And he could do a lot more jutsus, and his chakra level was beyond the Kage level already, without any biju being sealed inside of him. When Tsunade confirmed this, they were quite surprised. She said that he might possibly have some sort of Kake Genkai as well, but he hadn't unlocked it yet, so Kushina was taking the pace at a slow level. She wanted her son to have that Kake Genkai unlocked, but she also wanted him to enjoy the childhood at it mostly he could. Because her childhood was ruined because of the Uzushi's destruction, and so could be said for her husband because who was an orphan, and they wanted to give Naruto as much as they couldn't have. And Naruto was thankful for that. He really was. As this was going on, a shinobi was watching them from the shadows. It was Danzo's drone, whose mission was to kill the kid, because if the kid is let to be grown strong and as becoming a second coming of the Yellow Flash, then there will be quite problems when he take over in the future. As we see nighttime, Naruto was sleeping inside his room, as the shinobi came inside with a kunai. As he was about to slash Naruto, Naruto's eyes opened, sensing danger senses kicking in. As then something happened. Time for Naruto slowed down. He looked at Shinobi, quite surprised as he got up. What? Is this some sort of prank? He's real. I can say that much because he's breathing. Naruto said, getting behind him, as the shinobi was still frozen. Naruto's pranking senses kicked in, as he pulled down the shinobi's pants and took out 2 wires from the near board that was broken from his room. It has little bit sparks in them, so he put it near his ass. After that, Naruto got to his parents' room. And suddenly time unfroze as the shinobi's shriek was heard loud. There were two holes near his bum. As the parents arrived in the room, Naruto, what's going on? I'm right behind you guys. Wait, how come you're here? I don't know. This man suddenly arrived as they saw a shinobi laying there almost toasted. How come this be? It's Danzo's root agent. As Minato and Kushin looked at each other, is that guy a bad person? But he has Konoha's headband. I thought it was some sort of training or something. Or was it some sort of prank? No, Naruto, we do not know of this ninja. And how come you think we will prank you like this? Well, I did prank a lot of villagers and shinobis, so I thought it was some sort of a prank. We will never put you in danger, even if it is a prank, Naruto, said Kushina, who knew that her son was a prankster from hell, just like her. As Naruto then said, when I woke up, he was frozen in one place, and the next thing I did was Naruto revealed what he did and how he got there, and suddenly the timeline froze. Naruto, can you do that again? What do you mean I can do that again? I don't know. As he was ranting and suddenly opened his eyes. Why aren't you responding? He saw that his parents were frozen. He got behind them, literally walking behind them. As Naruto then was trying to say something. Come on, unlock. Something happened. Did I froze my own parents? No, Kami, how could you be so cruel? Giving me this accursed Gekigenkai to freeze everyone. Naruto was on the floor crying when he heard, Naruto, why are you crying over here? You were just there, but how? As something inside Kushina's head said as she put a fist on her palm. Oh, I get it. What is it, Kushina? He has super speed. He can run at fast speeds. Really? Naruto, why did you go downstairs at high speed and grab a bottle of water for me? Okay, Naruto dashed as a blue hue was left behind. As Minato's eyes widened. Whoa. What the hell was that? As within a second, Naruto, here you go, Kachan. As Naruto stood one place, unknown to him, blue electricity was racing through his hair and in his eyes. As Kushina and Minato's eyes widened, Naruto, you have your Kakagenkai unlocked. You can run at high speeds, at blinding speeds. Wow, really? Yes, from tomorrow onward, we're going to train you. As time skipped, from then on, Naruto trained with his family in his Kakagenkai. He could run at 800 miles per hour now. He could travel to Suna within a 10 minutes pace and return back after completing his mission. And Naruto at the age of 13 had already done a lot of D-rank missions. So his parents thought that it might be best if he took apprenticeship under Kushina, and that is what he did, because Minato was Kage, so he couldn't leave the village. And Naruto wasn't close to any other kids. No matter how hard he tried, he was seen as a freak with blue hair and electrical eyes. But unknown to him, one girl took a liking to him. Her name was Ino. She found him quite exotic and would stare at him for God knows how long. As one day when Naruto tried to talk to most of the kids in the park, he was left alone. Everyone thought of him as a freak. As he sighed, what did I expect? Well, let's just go home and play with our action figures, Naruto. As a girl's voice said, as Naruto turned around. Hi, my name's Ino Yamanaka. Oh, you're from Yamanaka clan, Naruto said. That's awesome. They have those cool jutsus in which they can use to read minds, right? Yes, I'm still getting and learning some of those, but yeah, you can pretty much say we are cool in our own right. Awesome. And by the way, you look pretty with that ponytail, and the purple, I guess, is really your color. It suits you. Do you think I'm pretty? Said Ino, in a most girlish manner that Naruto ever has seen. As Naruto blushed. Oh, yeah, sorry about that if you don't like the comment. No, it's alright. Say, Naruto, how about you pick me up at 8 and we could get some dinner? Oh yeah, my treat, Naruto said. Oh, what a gentleman. I'll be ready. Come pick me up at our flower shop. I will be there, Ino-chan. Johnny, Naruto said as he dashed away in a blue U. Whoa. I guess that is why he's called the Blue Flash, huh? Because that is all I saw. But it doesn't suit him. More like a blur. That will suit him, Ino said as she started to walk home, getting ready for her date. As Naruto returned home in a blur as he opened his door at high speeds and locked it. Kushina came to greet whoever it was but saw that only Naruto's shoes were spinning on the ground. As she sighed, Naruto Uzumaki, Namikaze, get your ass down here this instant. What is it, Ma? Naruto said, coming down in a blur. Come on, tell me. I really am in a hurry. For what, son? Sit down. I have to go out at 8. It's 5, Naruto. There are 3 hours. Why do you need to go this late at night out? Well, let's just say I kinda have a date. As Kushina's jaw dropped and suddenly she was giggling and then she outright laughed. Oh, come on, Kajan, don't laugh at me like that. No, I'm just happy that my son is growing up. Who's the lucky girl? Ino Yamanaka from Yamanaka clan. Oh, I see. Ichi's daughter. Good. Nice choice, son. His daughter is quite pretty. Yeah, Ino-chan's pretty. Naruto said with a blush. Oh, you like her, don't you? Well, yeah, I do. Her green eyes. They're pretty and her blonde hair is pretty as well. I see. You sly bastard, she said chucklingly. Come on, Kajan, it's not funny. Hi. So let me give you some tips, Naruto, to how to treat a lady to a dinner and make this a perfect date. As after some time at 8 p.m. Naruto was knocking at Yamanaka's residence as a girlish voice said coming as Ino stood in front of him in a purple dress and heels as she wore some light makeup as Inoichi Yamanaka walked out. Hello, Naruto. Oh, hello, Inoichi-sama. Now you two enjoy your date out there. And Naruto, if you hurt her, he said, glaring at him mockingly as Naruto rubbed the back of his head. Yes, sir, I know. As both of them were off to enjoy their date, Ino and Naruto were enjoying to their fullest. Naruto took her out to get a 5-star dinner in a hotel. And not only that, after that they watched a movie, a romantic one in a cinema, and just chatted along the way near the park, and after that they returned back home. Back to the Yamanaka's residence. That was the perfect date, Naruto. More perfect than I ever imagined. Yeah, I hope you liked it. I really did. Hey, listen, can we do this, again, if you don't mind? Are you asking me on another date, Naruto-kun? Yes. Sure I will, she said, kissing his cheek before turning away and running inside her residence. As Naruto was there in a daze, as before he sighed and electricity was roaming out of his body. As he said, Yahoo! I got another date! As before he dashed in a blue blur throughout the whole village, completing his 100 circles, he returned home, subsiding his excitement. As this was going on, Danzo and some other people were meeting in a dark room in Amegakure. Danzo Shimura, my name is Pain. I am the leader of the Akatsuki. As the man revealed to have purple eyes and orange hair as he was sitting on his throne. In front of him were standing Danzo Shimura himself. I only request that you overthrow Konoha's government and let me rule over it, and I will help you gain all the bijus. And you will have my root at your disposal as well. As Pain nodded, here, grab this cloak, Danzo, and this ring. We will help you, but in return we want the biju. I see, it will be done. Don't worry about it. As another person arrived, oh, what is this? What is going on here? I thought I was the only one invited to this party. Pain. Orochimaru, you're here as well. Good, because if you weren't here, I would have gone there myself and dragged you here. You two have joined. I presume you have to have met before. Yes, he is the traitor of our village. What is he doing here? Danzo asked. Oh, Danzo, you hurt me. It was because of you that I am in this position, you damn asshole. Did you forget? It was because of you. You forged that fake document, giving me the right to experiment on all sort of criminals and people. You even brought children who you said was criminals and monster under the skin. It was worth it, wasn't it? To subside your excitement and thrill to become immortal? Yes, I would be lying if it wasn't, said Orochimaru with a smirk. So, I presume we have to work together, gentlemen, said Orochimaru, looking towards Pain and Danzo. Yes, we will overthrow Konoha, kill the fourth and third Hokage. Third is mine, said Orochimaru. You can't kill him. I will kill the fourth Hokage and his family. After that, I will execute those who stood against me, and I will rule over everyone, and you will have your Bijus. I think we have an agreement, gentlemen, said Pain, as a storm was about to be blown on them. As we go back to Naruto, his life has been going great. He was being apprenticed by his mother and done some missions and took out some D-rank missions in which he had to go and eradicate some base camps of rogue shinobis. He had his first kill in one of those and his mother was there to comfort him. Naruto used double katanas, both with blue hilts, and that went perfectly with his speed. He developed his own taijutsu, getting inspiration from his father's taijutsu style as well as his mother's Uzumaki style. It was called Blur style. Each strike consisted of high striking speeds, which could even tore apart a tree with single slice. And because Naruto's Kekkei, it was easily suitable for him, and the swords were made out of the vibranium chakra metal. It was the most strongest chakra conducting metal out there and the most expensive one. You see, only a little bit of chunk of that metal costed 100,000 yen, and Naruto made 2 swords out of it. Full-on katanas, full-fledged ones. And it costed him about 2 million yen each for a sword. Nothing much for the Uzumaki's bank reserves. 4 million was nothing, and Naruto had 2 of the best and one-of-a-kind katanas at his disposal. Other than that, he has completed the Rasengan and made it into the lightning style electric Rasengan. His Rasengan was blue as full with blue electricity roaming around it. It caused so much destruction, and it was labeled as the S-rank jutsu, a forbidden level jutsu already. Naruto was becoming a popular celebrity inside the whole village and a threat to the other ones. Even the Akatsuki was quite wary of him. The child with that much speed that even the Uchiha Sharingan cannot catch on to was terrifying. In a blink of an eye or a late movement, you'll be dead on the ground. And the looks of it, the kid had already had his first kill and didn't hesitate to kill anyone else. It was quite terrifying. As we see Naruto at the age of 15, as the time has passed on and he had become an S-rank shinobi and a jonin as well. He has stopped Sasuke Uchiha from deserting. He has stopped the Konoha crush from happening because it was Orochimaru who, after getting away from the Akatsuki and breaking his deal off with them, did as in canon and started the Konoha crush, which has failed and in return got him killed by none other than Naruto himself. He has also befriended Gaara from the sand, and not only that, helped him out with his Biju problems. He could sleep now. The Suna representatives were happy and mad that their Kazekage was none other than Orochimaru, and he manipulated them. Konoha gave them another chance, and Akatsuki and Danzo were quite afraid of Naruto now. They knew that the kid could easily kill the Sanin level shinobi, which was at the same level as Akage, if none the less. As we go to the present, as we see a 16-year-old Naruto just returning home after having played it with none other than Ino Yamanaka, his girlfriend for almost 6 years now. He was happy and one lucky bastard, as many people called him out. As we see, he suddenly froze, and behind him, a Venus flytrap person appeared. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. My leader, Pain, has sent me, and has deemed you worthy of joining the Akatsuki. Ah, so you're that bastard organization who's after the Bijus, I presume. Yes, but how do you know? I have ears and eyes everywhere in the elemental nations. As Zetsu was quite terrified by this. I just really wanted to say that. Thanks, man. But no, I don't want to join you. Then you will stand against us, I presume. Yes, if you cross your paths against me, you will be facing my blade's wrath. We'll see about that. And a bad choice, Naruto Uzumaki, because we have now considered you a threat, and you will be eliminated in due time. And suddenly, 5 shinobis appeared out of nowhere. As Zetsu disappeared, one was an orange spiral masked person, while the 4 other was a shark-like man, a person who has stitches on his body, a gray-haired person with a scythe, and a person with mouths on his hand. What do we have here? Akage's son, quite a lot bounty on you, kid, said Kakazu. I will show you the true art. An art that is full of explosion. Yeah, right. I'll show you the true art, Naruto said as he extracted his 2 swords. Unknown to him, Uchiha Obito, or Tobi, had his Sharingan activated to copy any moves. But he made a grave mistake to forget. He was facing the blue sonic blur, as the bingo book dubbed him. As with a blur that his Sharingan couldn't see, every person has their neck rolling on the ground. As Zetsu, who was at the top of the Kage monument, felt a pain in his chest, as the sword was at the center of it, a blue-hilted sword. You made a grave mistake. I was serious when I said I will deem you as a threat, and you will face the edge of my blade. I always fulfill my promises. Chakra burst, electric style, as lightning style. Chakra bursted out of his sword, killing off Zetsu once and for all, both black and white sides, dead. Now I need to know where they came from. What is this? As one of the fools, which was none other than Hidan, because of his tendencies to forget areas, had a map to the hideout. It'll be fun. As Naruto dashed towards the Akatsuki's hideout, where he met none other than Danzo Shimura, As suddenly screams filled that area, as Naruto made a bloody mess. Danzo and his 100,000 root members that he gathered along the years all lay dead without mercy on the ground. The only person who were alive were Conan the Paper Angel, as he figured it out, and none other than the Pain and his boss as well. As they hearing an intruder inside Amegakure arrived there. You made a quiet mess, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, and from the looks of it, you have chosen the wrong side to stand on in the history, said Pain. You know, I chose the right side, the side of justice, the side in which I don't have to shed the blood of an innocent. But you killed, nonetheless, brought pain to us. You who brought pain to others should suffer as well, to feel what they feel when you take away a person from them, from their lives. Tell me, haven't you taken enough already? What are you going to do with the Bijus anyway? Since you're going to die, let me enlighten you. Boring, Naruto said as he dashed, and to his surprise, the Rinnegan was able to catch up to him, but he had already destroyed 2 pods, the healing pod and the animal summoning pod. As the technology pod summoned a beam blasting cannon from his hand and shoved it straight to Naruto's gut, which impaled him, but Naruto's Uzumaki genes was kicking in as he was healing the said hole in his lower abdomen quite hurriedly as Naruto was on the ground. Damn it, that hurts like a bitch. Yes, sure it does. Now, to finish you off. As the said person poofed away in a clone-like manner, I suddenly heard a scream. As Pain turned to look at that, Conan was dead, a sword straight through her heart. I'm sorry, but you were the one who chose the wrong side. As Conan was on the ground now, her blood dripping off of his blade, This is it! Shinra Tensei! As the whole Amegakure was devastated, Naruto was thrown away from the village. He was bruised badly as he stood up on shaky legs. As it was already too late, the pain that Endobot in front of him. You will pay for that, Uzumaki. Huh, make me. I have already where I wanted you, said Naruto as Pain's eyes widened. Lightning style. Kirin! As a dragon made out of lightning appeared on the sky, 10 times more stronger than Sasuke, and struck down on the whole village, even on the fake tree that Conan created, impaling Nagato directly. As other paths suffered, as the Tendo path was the only one that was holding Naruto by the neck. No! As it fell dull, it fell towards the ground, because the original manipulator died. Naruto destroyed its body too, as he shoved the sword straight through the renegades, killing Nagato once and for all. That does it. Everyone is safe. As Naruto started to dash towards his own village, as he arrived at the gates, he passed out, as Izumo and Kotetsu brought him to the Onbu wards to take care of him and get his wound treated. After some time, when he woke up, he was surrounded by his family, friends, which was none other than Shikamaru and Choji, and nonetheless his godparents, Tsunade, Senju, and Jiraiya of the Sonic, all looking at him with a grim expression. Naruto Uzumaki no Mikaze, you have a lot of explaining to do, said his mother. Well, you see, some of the Akatsuki members came in last night. You idiot! You could have informed us first, said Jiraiya. You're lucky that you got out of this mess unharmed, Gaki, but with scratches nonetheless. Are you kidding me, Jiraiya? Have you seen those wounds? You could have died, Naruto, said Tsunade. I'm sorry, Bachan. Matakun, what am I gonna do with this kid? Then suddenly a person opened the door, and it was none other than Ino, as she shoved everyone away and slapped him on the face. You baka! You could have died last night! How could you do this? I'm sorry, Ino-chan, As she then hugged him. Yukatta, you're safe. And in front of everyone smashed her lips onto his eyes widened before he blushed and passed out on the bed. As Ino giggled, and so did Kushina and Jiraiya, which ruined the moment. Seriously, Jiraiya? You should stop doing that, perverted giggle. You ruined just a perfect moment right there. As Jiraiya then said, still giggling, nope. You know me, a super pervert! His voice extended as he was punched straight through the wall, launched like a missile in the air of the village by none other than Tsunade Senju. He was getting on my nerves, everyone, she said as a tick mark was on her forehead, and her fist was smoking. As Naruto woke up, then, after some time, and after many apologies later, and convincing everyone that he wouldn't do something so dumb and stupid again, everyone was convinced. And time passed on. Naruto was at the age of 20 and fiancé with Ino Yamanaka, and they were going to marry soon. Everything was going great. His father was able to establish peace with other villages and set aside their hatred, as everything was going great. As suddenly, inside Naruto's mindscape, he saw a figure, a different creature that he had never seen before, was looking at him and giving him a thumbs up with a smile on his face. You did a great job, buddy. I was sure that I could give you my powers. At first I was skeptical. Now I'm sure that you are the right person I chose, Naruto. Before he faded away, as Naruto's eyes opened, suddenly, it was the day he was going to get married. As he saw that his parents were already prepared. How are you going to sleep on your wedding day, young man? Are you going to make your bride wait? No, Kachan, I'll be going now. As after preparing and getting himself dressed in a groom's suit, he went towards the altar where they were going to get married. As he entered the altar, he saw his wife waiting for him, with a pout on her face, as Naruto chuckled nervously, as many of these friends that he gained over the years thanks to Ino and Choji and Shikamaru, who were there, were also laughing at him, because he was late. As he arrived at the altar, grabbing Ino's hand, and the prayers were said, Do you, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, take Ino Yamanaka to be your bride in good and bad, in up and down of your life? Yes, yes I do. The same was said by Ino, and as they kissed, their life was going to be one happy ending, as everyone was sure about that. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out.